So, hello guys! Okay, matagal-tagal naman tayong hindi nag-upload ng ating video. Time check is 5 o'clock AM in the morning. And bibiyahe kami sa Solsona, Apayao Road. Okay, missing the old Baguio City when almost every corner still smelled of fresh pine trees. Adventure seekers had found a similar spot on a trip to the Ilocos Norte, Apayao Road, located between the boundary of barangays Manalpak in Solsona Town and Butaw in Calanasan, Apayao, some 40 kilometers from Baguio City. So, thousands of curious visitors and mountaineers now ride a motorbike to reach the newly opened highway linking the two provinces, where a view deck at the top offers them a picturesque sight of surrounding areas with rich flora and fauna amid a sea of clouds.
Shine, thought it was just music, didn't know that they would take sides. Freestyle at the party, they said turn it down. Sorry, was I talking over what you're gossiping about? Small town with dreams that didn't involve skis, looking at me like a weirdo outside of the scene. Stuck to my friends, stop fucking with fair weather, but the maple showers brought out the Mayweather. Didn't know what I was doing, but I knew I couldn't stop. Wasn't slowing down, even when my fourth tape dropped. Around the time I was drunk, most of my
So, sharing to you our personal experience in Solsona Apayao Road at 4 a.m. in the morning. Apat kami or 5 pala kami nag-decide to wake up early to prepare breakfast and snacks. It's a little bit early for an adventure, so blame our excitement, guys. For 4 a.m. we left the city of Lawag. The temperature is unexpectedly low, making it colder than my previous experiences in Baguio City. So nagdala kami ng thick jacket, but sabi ko sa inyo, that wasn't just enough. So you need an extra layer of thick clothes, scarves, and gloves para sa mga gustong magtagal sa taas ng Solsona Apayao Road. Yes, it seems exaggerated, but you need to if you want to survive the cold. Unless you get yourself a human blanket, then you can stick to him all throughout your journey. The place is covered in fogs, zero visibility as they say. We thought a raincoat would be perfect gear to bring kung mag-rides ka ng motorcycle. And still, the sun didn't show up early at 6 a.m. and talagang nababalutan tayo ng mga clouds.
I couldn't deal with thinking about another end to us. She brought me back to life, back in senior year. Couple months of that and then she disappeared. She explained to me and it made sense to me.
So we had a breakfast here at abandoned house near the boundary of Solsona and Apayao Road. Hot dogs, eggs, boiled eggs, and Dorong's Pandesal. Shout out sa Dorong's Pandesal. So as we head back, a bunch of people are busy doing their stuff along the way. So perfectly shaped landscapes, fogs in beautiful shapes, pine trees, waterfalls. We joined the crowd and took a lot of photos and videos. This isn't a failed adventure, we said to ourselves. We also found out that we didn't really reach Mount Kilang after that long bumpy trip. The caretaker said it's temporarily closed for public viewing for safety purposes and because of this COVID-19 pandemic. It would be best to come back on summertime.
That's a lot of pressure even for a condenser with no mentor to measure up. My music was truly meant to deliver. Fell in love with the city, fell back in love with my art. I was truly in the present, I learned to follow my heart. Truly independent and finally making my mark. 18 worldwide with steady light and a spark. 100K, a couple million, then tens. Views gone crazy, I was over the fence. I was over the moon and the Neverland drop. That right there, what I'm never gonna land off. AI wasn't really what I thought it would be, but I met a couple friends I've been happy to keep. Left that summer back home again. Then I started plotting out how the team would win. We decided it was time that we all should meet overseas with the team for a couple of weeks. Patrick, Craig, Glenn, Gustav, and me set up in a cabin south of Stockholm streets. 5 musicians, 4 countries, 1 album. Took 5 years to make this our outcome. Used to ask how, come now they ask how. I just believed in it way more than most out. I just remained me and painted what I've seen. Painting you all the lows and highs in these dreams. All the pleasure and pain, the sun that came out the rain. Now we on our way, life will never be the same. To the fact that the world makes plans that the mind can't hatch. No heart makes dreams, working time can't match. And I choose to be truth, nothing rhymes like that.
Okay, what you need to remember, an appropriate clothing is important, especially if you plan to visit early, like we did. But I don't recommend leaving early. It's too risky to try. Lalo na pag nagra-rides kayo ng motorcycle. You can leave the town at around 5 to 6 a.m. and assure you will witness the same thing. Number 2 is food and water. Very essential yan, very basic. Keep your body hydrated all the time. The most preferable mode of transportation is wala nang iba kundi motorcycle and any 4x4 wheels that can endure the steep road. Expect a lot of rocky roads now that the construction of roads are still going on. For us, we use motorcycle and especially yung Mio 125. So again, number 3, bring your thick jackets and experience below 15 degrees in Ilocos. Probably it's 10 degrees Celsius out there, guys. Take nothing but pictures, leave no trace. Please don't leave any trashes. I've seen people who left their garbages anywhere and it's so disappointing. With the influx of tourists visiting what is now called Little Baguio or Old Baguio City in viral social networking site posts, The local government unit of Solsona is determined to improve the tourism facilities in the area. As the main attraction leads to the majestic Mount Kilang in the neighboring province of Apayao, Caloocan said they are also open to a sisterhood agreement with the municipality of Calanasan to establish better cooperation with tourism stakeholders there. Likened to a giant ice cream scoop, observers describe Mount Kilang as an intriguing sight to behold. Though it is a promising tourism destination, the Apayao government, through its provincial tourism office, however, continues to reiterate that as of the moment, the area is not yet ready to host a volume of tourists. For the safety of visitors, the Calanasan government urged tourists to take the necessary precautions when going to the area and to help preserve its natural beauty by leaving nothing but footprints. And finally guys, don't forget to share and subscribe to my channel, invite your friends and family and